Tried to patch one spot last year and paint, but that wasn't going to happen. Ceiling kit just kept coming off with the paint. So I stopped and I've been debating on what to do. So this is what the bathroom ceiling is looking like now. Going to attempt to scrape all of this off and paint it. I think it's the best bet. So we'll show you how we do it. So the first thing we have to do is clean up and put away so we don't make a big mess on everything. All right, so the very last thing that we have to do is take off the fan cover.
Put up poly. This will help to contain the mess. Wear your safety gear, especially goggles. Now I found that this ceiling stuff did come off quite easily at first. Only on the one side. And then it got really difficult. Like seriously? Time for some water help. So generously spray the water on all the surfaces that are not coming off. Time it out for about 20 minutes because it has to try to get through the paint. Now, I did find I had to work it over quite a bit still, but this time it came off a little bit better. This did take quite a bit of work, but the alternative was to let it look gross. And in some instances was quite satisfying. Now, there were some areas that I just could not get it off, so I resprayed the water and went over it again. After scraping and sanding, I did a skim coat of drywall mud to try to smooth out all these rough edges because I could not get this off.
All right, I'm just gonna let that skim coat dry and then we'll take a look, but I think it's going to make everything much smoother for the paint.
Sand the skim coat area. Try to work out all the roughness. Then wipe dust and apply painter's tape. I am cutting in for a primer coat. So you'll want to make sure that you prime this area before painting on the color. After I had cut in all around, then I rollered the primer on. I had to be quite generous with this coat because you are rollering it directly onto the drywall. After that coat of primer and 2 coats of ceiling paint, this is the beautiful result. A crisp, clean look. The main lesson with this one is to investigate why the texture came down before putting time into a project like this. Would have saved a ton of frustration and time had I realized I should have just scraped the ceiling and then painted.